We all enjoyed season 1 of You because it was psychotic, it was creepy, it was very intriguing, it made us super paranoid, at least me, about social media, closing my curtains, who I trust and who I think I know, because it was just creepy. And now we got season 2 of You, and not only was it creepy like the first season, it was next level psychotic and now super gruesome. So guys, I'm Denise Salcedo, and today we're going to be breaking down season 2 of You.
This includes spoilers. Joe is back, but this time he is starting a new life in LA and under a new identity. He is Will now.
And he's still psycho, for those of you guys who are wondering, but instead, he's looking to change himself. He wants to start a new life. So he moves out to the city he hates the most, LA. And no, I am not offended at all. LA is awesome.
And he falls in love with a girl at his new job named Love.
And by the way, she's played by Victoria Pedretti, who I love. She is gorgeous, and I just love her acting skills. But aside from that,
he gets as obsessed with her the way he did with Beck in season 1.
But she's like this girl who's like happy, and she has the greatest friends, and she's a cook and a baker, and her husband just died. And you know, she's a happy girl who's trying to move on with her life. Or so we think.
He begins a relationship with her that is sort of a struggle because of her clingy, drug addict brother, 40. But while he's moving on with his new life, he is haunted by the dead ghost of season 1's victim, Guinevere Beck. And he's also being followed and hunted by Candace, his first girlfriend from season 1 that everyone thought was dead, but really wasn't.
So obviously, Candace is gonna try to get her revenge, and she comes back and basically tries to get Joe caught in his web of lies because she knows that he killed Beck, and she's trying to prove it, and also protect the new girl that he is with, Love, and her brother 40, and pretty much anybody that he surrounds himself with, because she knows that he is a cold-hearted killer.
And while all of this is going on, he also befriends his landlord Delilah and her younger sister Ellie.
Delilah is his landlord, and Ellie is a cute little 15-year-old trendy girl who, oh my gosh, I love Jenna Ortega in this. I think she was one of my favorite characters in this season, because she is funny, she's got attitude, she's sass, she's like smarter for her age, and she's like super innocent and, you know, just trying to pursue her dream in film. And Delilah is this really tough girl character who like inside is just like a really nice girl who is like trying to get through, you know, all the hard stuff life has thrown at her. And so he develops like this big brother vibe with both of them, but then he ends up sleeping with Delilah, but he doesn't really like fall in love with her like in a romantic way the way he falls in love with Love. He mostly falls in love with her in a way that's like, you know, I don't know, just like in a friends with benefits sort of thing.
Ellie gets involved with a high-profile celebrity, Henderson, who is actually a pedophile. And while uncovering this, Joe ends up killing Henderson. Fast forward, Delilah is found dead. It is discovered that the person who killed her was actually Love.
Oh my god, when Delilah died, I was like, no. And I had a feeling too. Why did Delilah? I was so upset when Delilah died. I think it hit me harder when Delilah died in this season than when Beck died in season 1. I was just like, no, not Delilah. I just thought Delilah was so smart and she had a good heart, and like, you know, poor Ellie, you know? So I felt so bad. I hated Love for that. I really hated her.
And that Love isn't the person we all thought she was. Instead, she knew all along about Joe, and turns out she too had murdered in the past and was just as crazy as Joe.
One of the things that I have personally always believed in my life is that there's somebody for everybody. No matter who you are, there's somebody for you in this world. And turns out this kind of proves my theory, because Love, in the biggest turn of events, ends up killing Candace, okay? She kills poor Candace, which I felt so bad about. She kills her because she has always known about Joe. She discovered what he did after she hired a private investigator, did her research, connected the dots, and it turns out that Love is also a murderer. She murdered a 40s old girlfriend who was like older than he was, so she murdered him out of protecting him. Sound familiar? Well, turns out that Love is not this nice, innocent, sweetheart girl next door girl. No, she's actually maniacal and kind of super evil. But when she tells Joe, Joe acts like he's better than her, like he's above her, like he has higher morals than she does. And I was so pissed because I was like, wow, these two are actually perfect for each other because she's as sick as he is. But Joe is all like, how could you do this, blah, blah, blah.
Love tells Joe she is pregnant, and they move in together.
So in the end, they move to the suburbs or something, and Love is pregnant, and you know, they're happy and they're in love, and they got away with their horrible, awful plans and all of that. But as he's kind of walking back in the backyard, you know, he hears, I think, a woman singing or whistling or something, and he looks into like the little crack and he peeks at his neighbor, which you can't even see her face, and already Joe is like, you, I'm in love with you, or I met you, or the first time I saw you. I don't even remember what he said, but the point is, he's starting his whole cycle all over again. First of all, you have Love now. Look at all the awful things Love did for you. Like, think about it though. Love is messed up just like he is. They are soulmates. They are perfect for one another. They belong together like Bonnie and Clyde, okay? So what is he doing now, falling in love with some random chick who he hasn't even seen her face, okay? We didn't see her face. He didn't see her face. He's just messed up. So what it is that Joe doesn't really fall in love with these girls. Joe doesn't fall in love. He thinks he's in love, but he's not in love with any of these girls. What he loves is just the psychotic part. He loves to just like, you know, get all involved in someone's life and like ruin it, because if he did really love them, then he would be happy with Love and happy that she did all these awful things for him. I can't even believe, I'm not even defending Love, by the way. She's awful. But it does upset me that like he was all trying to act like he was better than her and whatever. When it comes to the ending, I really hated the ending. I thought it was so dumb. I kind of felt the ending was a little bit rushed because I just felt that like there was still so many unanswered questions. They kind of made the cops look dumb too because they were following Ellie at one point, but then it just kind of gets forgotten about. And you know, Finch, the other cop, is sort of like, he's sensing that Joe is not a good person and he's kind of getting on that, but then nothing ever really happens. So there's no clue that anything's gonna really go on to season 3 and happen. So I kind of felt like there was a lot of like, you know, little question marks at the end that I just kind of felt were like, Oh, but you know what part I really did like though? Just because I thought it was like super psychotic. I thought the part that was good was when Love reveals herself and she tells Joe like, this is what I did, this is what I learned, and I read Beck's book, and you know what I deciphered? I decided that Beck was basic, she was average, and that she didn't deserve you, and that I was better than her. I don't remember the exact wordings of this, but this is pretty much what she says. Oh my god, I thought that was such a good line because it really made her like next level psychotic. So she went from this like innocent girl to like this horrible evil monster. In turn, I really enjoyed season 2. I thought it was a lot of fun. It wasn't what I expected. I had no idea all these different elements were going to be added to season 2, all these different characters and storylines. So I actually really enjoyed it. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with season 3 because obviously there's got to be some sort of dilemma between Love and the neighbor, especially if he like really falls in love with this girl and gets obsessive with her. So I can only imagine what's going to happen there. So that should be fun. Plus the new baby's coming along, so we'll see about that. But then this season, I think is like way more gory than season 1 because there's a scene where not only Joe gets his finger chopped off, but then he chops off the man that did that to him and a bunch of little pieces in Love's kitchen, which is just horrible, by the way. That scene was awful and disgusting. I was not expecting that whatsoever. So I truly think that if you watch season 1 of You, that you will actually enjoy season 2 of You. So keep it going, it's still good, it was a nice watch. If you watched season 2 of You, let me know what your thoughts were, what your favorite parts were, parts you didn't like, parts you did like, what were your reactions were to Love's secret and to everything that happened. Let me know in the comment section below. If you liked my review, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.